Hey, good deal. Well, gentlemen, welcome to this Zoom call. These are our 2010 and 2011 coaches here. Just want to introduce them to everyone, those that are registered for tryouts and planning on playing Lobos Rush this upcoming season. First, just give a little wave when I call your name. We have our 2011 ECNL and 2010 ECNL coach. That's me. And then Coach Zayrion Harris. He is the 2010 ECNL RL and the 2011 ECNL RL coach. And then lastly, but not least, Mr. Kaleb Thomas. He'll be coaching our 2010 20 Elite teams this year. Just to give a little background on me, I am also the director of coaching, so full time position with Lobos Rush. You could say in charge of these coaches, but I don't feel that way because they do a great job and I don't really have to do much. But I also coach again the 2010 ECNL and 2011 ECNL teams. This will be my second year for both of those, moving up a level to ECNL from ECNL RL. And mainly my coaching philosophy is you start with the individual and then you go from there and you can build a team from there. We are trying to develop young soccer players, but more importantly, we want to develop good young men or women, depending on who we are coaching. Those players that are going to have certain attributes, good character, discipline, and things. And I feel if we, as a coach and a club, focus on that with the individual, everything else is going to take care of itself. The winning, the good attitudes, and things like that it'll lead to all that. So that's pretty much my coaching philosophy. And lastly, I want the boys and girls to have fun. Game of soccer gave so much to me, best friends, best man at my wedding, so on and so forth. And these memories that, cherish years later. I'm 43, so going on 25 years since playing. Still the memories are there and the love and the fun for the game. So with that, I will go ahead and turn it to the 2010 ECNL RL and the 2011 ECNL RL coach, Mr. Zayrion Harris. Tell us a little bit about yourself and coaching philosophy, Coach Z.
Hey everybody, Coach Z, Coach Zayrion, as Dave mentioned already. I love soccer for several years, been playing since I was 7 years old. Met most of my friends, just like Coach Dave mentioned, through the sport. It's taught me a lot about life, the importance of community, and also helped me embrace culture on a very wide scale. My coaching philosophy has really always been rooted around making sure that the kids feel like they belong and that soccer is a safe haven for them to not only develop as a player, but as Dave mentioned, as a person. Life is so big and it goes on so much beyond the sport itself. And I feel like the more they connect with people within it, the easier it is for them to connect with people that are outside of it. And also for them to see that it is the greatest sport on earth. Um, I've played a lot competitively throughout the country with our Tennessee ODP team when I was much younger than now. Uh, and that might have been one of the best experiences some of the best experience I've had is being able to travel and understand that the sport is much bigger than your backyard. But at the same time, it's a pretty small world of great players and great attitudes. And really taking it beyond what you could ever imagine it could be when you first start playing. Um, I've always wanted the kids to also have fun, experience the love, experience the jokes. But at the end of the day, really understand what it means to dig something out of themselves and be something greater than what they could imagine.
Yep. I One main thing that in these calls we haven't really brought up was just the different cultures. Soccer is the world's game. Every person around the world has played it, has been a part of it, has seen it. It is the biggest game, and I know from speaking from my personal teams and probably y'all's as well. So many different cultures, so many different backgrounds and lifestyles and nationalities on our teams, and it just exposes us to this different types of people and different cultures, which is great. That's the beauty of where we live. It's a big hodgepodge of things, and if we can experience different cultures, we become more empathetic and apathetic to that as well. And soccer does that, and I think we do that through soccer. And that's a great point, Z, that I haven't heard anybody else make, but I know we take advantage of all the time coaching. Thank you, Z. And now moving on to our 2010 elite and 2011 elite coach, Kaleb. Please go ahead. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your philosophy, Kaleb.
Hi everyone, Coach K or Coach Caleb, if you would like. I played Lobos entire life. Grew up playing Lobos, started at 8 years old. Played under a good friend of David's, Tony McManus. Great. And coaching philosophy I have is it's more goal oriented. If I can impact one person's life, I think I've done my job. And if I can get them to enjoy the game, then that's all that really matters to me. I'd rather them have fun and develop more than just go out there and try to be the best in the world, because it's one thing to be the best, and it's another thing if I can impact your life and you can enjoy the sport the rest of your life. Soccer's changed my life a whole bunch, it's more than just friends, make family off of it, and family's not just blood. It's anyone that you can connect with, you can spend the rest of your life with. They can change your life and you help change theirs.
No, I agree. And I coached you, Caleb. A few games when you came up with the O1s, and a very successful player. And I agree with you 100%. It's not, family isn't necessarily blood, but you have those relationships that are going to last a lifetime. I'm sorry that you had to play under Coach Tony, but and he's a very good friend. I can say that because I've known him for nearly 35 years. But you also coached under him, and I know you recently became a head coach last year, and you've done a phenomenal job just seeing the sessions, the boys' interest, and how much they are enjoying training with you. You gained a lot of that from Coach Tony, who is, I'll sing his praises. He's a great coach. He's also, the assistant coach at University of Memphis. So you learned a lot from him, and I think it's just carrying over into your head coaching practices. And then Z, for the same thing, you're so involved with Lobos Rush, helping with the rec side, helping me when I, am traveling and needing covers, you as well, Caleb. So you really truly are, both of you are passionate about coaching. And I love what I see from y'all on the field from a director standpoint of how you relate with the boys, how you, articulate things with the boys, and they really grasp it and love the game. So I look forward to that continuing with this age group, with the teams that you are on, knowing that the 2010s, the 2011s are two teams or two age groups that have so much talent in them from top to bottom, so much so that each player can move on to the next level if they work hard enough for it and they want it. So again, thank you for giving us a little bit about yourselves, your philosophy. The future is bright with you two and myself in this age group, and I'm looking forward to this upcoming 2024-2025 season. Thank you again, fellas, and we will see you on the field soon. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Dave.